Hi, I'm Olga and welcome to my kitchen. Today we're gonna be preserving figs. So here is the story. It's the end of September and here in New York it's the season for figs. My father-in-law, who lives next door to us, has 2 fig trees in his backyard, and every day he's collecting a lot of figs. This is the figs he brought me today. He just picked them. This is the figs he brought me yesterday. And they're going bad really fast. So I came up with the idea of preserving them to make jam out of them, so you can stretch the life of these figs and still enjoy them. Let me explain to you. My family loves this fig jam. It was quite a discovery for everyone because you can eat it with almost anything. You can eat it straight, just like this. You can put it on a toast, you can put it on your yogurt, you can put it on top of your oatmeal or other porridges. You can make a tart with it. You can keep it in the fridge, and then whenever you're ready you can make a little dough and then fill it up with this fig jam, bake it, and there you go. You already have a tart with figs. And you can even freeze this jam in Ziplocs in the freezer and keep them as long as till about Christmas time, and then enjoy making something with your figs around Christmas. Why not? So this is the figs my father-in-law picked today, and they're all nice and fresh, just fresh from the tree, but they are very soft and go bad really fast. This is the figs that he picked literally 24 hours ago, and they already start to go bad. I put them in the refrigerator, and you see this one I will have to discard because it started to grow mold. So I will have to go through this container and pick out anything that is not good here. I felt really bad that all these figs were going to waste. We were not keeping up with eating them. It's impossible to eat this many figs in one day, even if you're a big family. We're 6 people. But this way you can stretch out the life of these figs for as long as a few months if you make little fig preserves out of them. And I literally was, every day he's bringing me a little bit of figs, and I've been processing them immediately as he brings them. While I'm cleaning the kitchen, the figs would cook up into jam, and then I would put them in the refrigerator in the jar. So let me show you how I make this jam. It's really quick, but in the meantime I would really appreciate if you subscribe to my channel and click a like on this video. Usually I cook these figs at night while I'm cleaning the kitchen. So I prep everything, put the pot to cook on the stove, and when I'm cleaning the kitchen, about 15-20 minutes, half an hour, it depends, the figs would simmer, and after that I would transfer it into a jar into the fridge. But first of all, I am gonna put all the figs into the colander. I'm gonna look through them to make sure there are no bad ones that are moldy or too squished to use. This is today's figs, so I'm assuming they're all good ones. The yesterday's figs need to be looked at more thoroughly because we already found some moldy one. They go bad really fast. Breaks my heart to see that. Okay. Yeah, you see, this one is a squished one. I'm not gonna use it. This one is also questionable. The rest looks okay. So now I'm going to rinse them with cold water. So I'm going to give them a good rinse. Make sure I move around so the water gets to the bottom ones. Start to do it with one hand. But I washed them long enough. I usually cook the figs in this pot, but now I'm looking, the amount of them is bigger than I can fit into this pot, so I need to upgrade to a bigger pot today. All right, this is the most tedious part of it, cutting them. I experimented with cutting and figured that cutting them in quarters is the best way, because this way you get smaller chunks when you're eating them. They're not like slugs, pulling like slugs. So we cut it in quarters like this. Some of them don't have a tail, so I just cut them, but some of them still have a tail attached, and I cut off this tail, and then I split it in quarters and in the pot. Figs are so pretty when you cut them. Such an amazing fruit. Some of them are soft, but as long as they are not rotten or moldy, you can use them. I'm guessing we're getting to the end of the season. I don't know, I guess I'll put this one to the side to think about this one. I think we're getting to the end of the season of figs. This is the last batch that the tree is giving out. Sometimes there's dirt on them even after I rinse them, so I just wash them again. I don't want any dirt in my fig jam. There can also be bugs or something, so you need to check for that too. You see, some of these figs are purple and some of them are green. They come from two different trees. Hard to cut it with one hand and filming with the other, but look how pretty they are. Perfection. I still have a lot to go. Look at this gorgeousness. All the figs cut up. Isn't this beautiful? Now we need to add a little bit of sweetener to these figs. I personally do not like sugar, and I use monk fruit sweetener with erythritol. This works for me, but you can totally use raw sugar, organic sugar, or honey, or any other sweetener that you prefer. And here is something that makes my fig jam very delicious, is orange blossom water. I use just maybe a tablespoon of it in this amount, and it makes it very delicious. But you can also spice it with cinnamon or pumpkin spice. Both of these spices would be very good with fig jam. You can buy orange blossom water in Middle Eastern stores or on Amazon. I was surprised that I found exactly the same bottles. You can buy them for like $10 right now on Amazon. I'm gonna post a link just for the ease for everyone. And we're done here. I'm just going to put it now to simmer. So I'm gonna put it on the stove. I'm gonna turn it on to medium high first. I'm going to stir it up a little bit and cover just to let it to boil. So I'm gonna cover it now, and I'm gonna bring it to boil. The figs are going to give some juice, and once it becomes juicy, I will show it to you. You will need to lower it and just cook it for about 20 to 30 minutes on low. So you need to stay close to the pot. That's why I told you that I'm doing it while I'm cleaning in the kitchen, which I'm gonna do now anyway. And this thing is cooking. So you see it's starting to boil at the bottom. That's why it's important to stir it so it doesn't start burning at the bottom, and everything cooks evenly. And now the aroma is fantastic because of the orange blossom water. It smells really nice. It smells like flowers. It does not smell like oranges, and it smells really good. Goes well with figs. So keep stirring it frequently. I'm gonna cover them again. While I'm waiting for the figs to cook, I'm going to make yogurt. I'm running low on my yogurt, and I just washed the jars and opened the fresh milk, And I'm gonna set up yogurt to put in an Instant Pot to cook overnight. I have a recipe for this yogurt on YouTube already. You can find it. So my yogurt is ready to go in an Instant Pot, and the figs are boiling. That's multitasking. See, they came to a full boil, so I'm gonna stir them now and lower the temperature of the stove to like almost simmering, very low. I want them to be all under the liquid. You see, this is just natural juice. There is no water here. This is just the juice from the figs that is coming out. Now we just want them to cook in there in their own juice. So the stove will go for like this. Yes, I'm gonna cover it for now, but I may open it in a little bit just to evaporate the liquid a little bit. So you see, when it's simmering, it's bubbling slowly, but not aggressively, like not coming out with the foam and stuff. I put it to about 2.5, 3 on my stove. But the figs still look green. We want them to look kind of brownish a little bit. This way they're gonna be more cooked. I'm gonna leave it open for a little bit just to dehydrate a little bit the liquid. It's been about 15 minutes since I started the pot. I just wanted to mention that the figs on the camera now look greener than they look in real life, which I think is very interesting, but I want you to know that they should look more brownish when they're cooked. I don't know why the camera picks up so much on green that it looks green on the camera. It's been about 40 minutes since I started cooking these figs. They were simmering for a little bit over 30 minutes on the stove. At that time I made my yogurt. I emptied my children's lunch boxes, loaded all the dishes in the dishwasher, straightened up the kitchen, and now the figs are a little bit cooled down, and I'm gonna transfer them into a clean jar. Hopefully the jar is big enough. I have a lot of figs today, so I have to be careful. They're hot so they don't splat on me. It's very convenient to use this funnel. Definitely for this, to transfer something from a big pot into a jar. This jar is probably, let's see if we're gonna be just enough. All right, I don't want to overload it. I have a few figs left in here. I don't want to overload it. I have this bowl here that I was showing you with figs before. I'm gonna use them tomorrow morning, so I'm just gonna transfer the rest of these figs straight in there and put it in the fridge. And tomorrow this is gonna be my figs for breakfast. All right, I hope you like this recipe. I hope you try it. Let me know what spices you added, if you actually tried orange blossom or pumpkin spice or cinnamon or something else. I would be curious to know. And please don't forget to click like on this video and subscribe to the channel for more living food videos. I'm going to freeze a portion of this fig jam because I have a lot already in the fridge, and my father-in-law brought me today more figs, so I cooked them up now. They're cooled down completely now, and I'm gonna put them in a Ziploc and in the freezer. So they all fit into this small Ziploc bag, and I'm gonna put it in the freezer like this. Hopefully it doesn't rip on me and does not make a mess.